tiles. There's that hot hands. The flash comes out perfectly, but just tampering with it a little bit. Hang back for a second, go in for a couple of trades, and then Depp with the swing. Spike carrier dropped, and that's a lot of information for ZETA. Last player left alive, and Ben has to try to recover, but unfortunately Sneaky Jet, but walking straight into the blender here with the automatic weapons. Wow! Sports have some options, given the fact that it's really early in the round now. Just trying to get a sense for how ZETA have themselves set up. You still have that toxic screen up around A from Benkai, and they can use that to rotate over, especially if Benkai gets a pick on this lurk. But ZETA are actually really steady right now. I mean, take a look at how they're positioned.
Yeah, they've got this pretty well read so far. You know, Laz can just, again, he's so reliable on that chamber. He can hold down one angle, even with just a headhunter. In this case, he's got an outlaw as well. Now everybody has full armor. It's enough damage on Russ. I think one shot with the outlaw would take him out, but still, I like this setup. Here we go.
30 seconds
Just executing in. We've got the flashes through. A bit of a counter flash coming out from Sugar Zero, and that connects all the way through. Depp able to get a couple of shots off with that Bulldog. Euron staying hidden inside this dark cover. If the timing is right, he springs out. That could be huge, but Lightning Fast has him covered. Pops up on top, picks off Depp with that Vandal headshot, and that gives Global Esports the site plant. Lightning Fast continuing to try to push forward, doesn't want to let them through. The doorman, as it were, this time. Blaze King now back to trade off, but Euron actually comes back up. The automatic rifles somehow don't quite work out, and it comes...
Yeah, so he's going to have to get out of dodge. But fortunately, he is a good agent to have in that situation with the rendezvous.
Ooh, wow! Solo entry on the other side. I guess that works as well. Now you have a little bit of attention drawn over. You've got Lightning Fast with from the shadows, teleport over. We could get the spike planted, but we also need post-plant positions to come into play. ZETA definitely on the spot. They're trying to come back for a retake. They've already eliminated one player, so 4-on-4.
I mean, ZETA reacting so well right now to everything that's going on in the map. And again, but getting players out of this post-plant position is really tough.
Okay. Bit of a mosh pit. Sugar tapping it all the way half. That's enough. So they have a bit of an advantage right now, and everything's being smoked off outside of main, too. So this is a really tough fight for Global Esports to be in. It's a bit of a firing range, but as soon as they can kind of get their position in, stick it all the way through, it should be enough. But oh, the sprays are too good. Hirodon, despite getting the 4K, is it enough time for Laz?
A whole lot. Obviously going to use the wingman to plant the spike, but the Hunter's Fury is just going to... Maybe it did delay the plant, so we got that.
Is enough. Oh, counter Hunter's Fury back to Hirodon now. Ooh. And that's him eliminated. Did he even get a tag onto Sugar Zero? Not too sure. But now it's a 3-on-4 retake. A little bit tougher for ZETA Division. Might have been a little bit overconfident on this one with a retake. Lightning Fast makes quick work. Yeah.
Really nice. It was a really good ping pong in there from GE. They're looking a little more confident here in this round. It seems like they're kind of getting it on, kind of figured out. Though Euron and Hirodon, man, are so crisp.
Still able to get some picks. I don't know if there's enough time, though. Wait, Recon trying to pull the attention away. Polvi with a showstopper, and that's going to be enough. A bit of space taken, but wow, look at how ZETA responds. Hirodon just kind of falling back bound by bound. Now Depp comes back in. A bit of a double. A third! The flash, the run it back, it's just so darn good, and all that's left for this round for Global Esports is just Blaze King. Can't really escape either, able to take down Euron at the very least.
30 seconds left.
He's got to save though. It just doesn't feel, you know, there is other than him, money is a little weak on a couple players, so I don't think there's any way that he's going to get back to this, maybe get a couple picks, but see if he can get it done. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if ZETA wants to continue hunting this.
No, they should just guard the spike at this point. There's no more reason to commit any more resources. ZETA's also a little bit low on money.
All right, we're good to go. That said, I mean, not too bad from Blaze King, but the adaptation, Global Esports does not really want to challenge this, at least not solo.
Yeah, Polvi's waiting for reinforcements. That stutter step there by Polvi saved his life. If he goes a few inches further, he's dead. But again, Hirodon winning these big trades by himself with that Sova. Yeah.
Like Dizzy and then like Satchel in, or?
I mean, I think, again, when you're going B, especially with the Gecko in there, you're trying to set up for the B main post plants, but with that paranoia, I think they bought enough space to potentially get the wingman in, but they're pulling off. They don't like the contact they're getting. They don't like that paranoia. You know, likely you're going to have a couple players over there, so.
Okay. Maybe trying to sell a bit of a fake too, but if they don't do enough, I don't think this fake is going to be bought. I mean, look at that. Simple shot from Laz, and Hidoran still hovering around the A site.
30 seconds
The awareness
left.
is just so sharp from ZETA, and they know that they have the numbers for this game.
Yeah, they're so good. And look at, they're coming from every angle. I mean, you've got two wrapping through a main. You've got a couple coming from top. This is going to be a really difficult post plan for GE. Not much utility to work with either for GE.
Perhaps if you can hold off the defender spawn spot,
One enemy
might just
remaining.
be able to prevent them from breaking through. But look at how Hidoran is coming up from behind. Something that Global Esports did not quite expect. And now that's going to be ZETA with the 7-1.
We good.
You do have the drone as well to try to
Spike
clear that
planted.
pit. So some tools here for ZETA to work with. A counter pit of their own, potentially.
So far, so good, though. Global Esports staying hidden. Polvi sneaking out the front, on towards Boba, able to get one. But Laz with the headhunter answers back. Thrash able to connect,
Oh
but
my God.
Hidoran! He actually wrapped back around Boba again. So that's the initial line of
Standing ahead.
defense getting messed
They
with.
get
The rest of
cleared.
them inside. Oh, the way that they're pushing along with Hidoran's utility. Sugar Zero with the double at the end. ZETA are looking unstoppable. So doesn't quite land. Hidoran shuts him down, but the trades come through anyway.
Spike down
You've
A.
got Depp with the run it back though. Lightning fast, able to sneak up
standing.
behind. Shuts down Depp, but Laz answers back. All of a sudden, you've got Blaze King left alone once more.
Really tough here for Blaze King. The Guardian, one tap potential, but Laz, you got to feel with that op in hand, he's going to be really fearsome.
I have the spike.
You do get the spike, probably can just wrap to B. No reason to try to push through. You know Laz is probably just hanging out. The player you got to worry about potentially is Yudan, but trying the pump fake, and ZETA this time just going to plant their feet and wait this out. Again, great game sense.
Got a lot of time. Okay, initial tap. ZETA starts to move. He's still kind of paranoid about his back though, but that recon will give him all the information he needs. Oh, but just a bit of a shoulder.
Is it this round just to shut down one of the angles, but what does Sugar Zero do it?
What?
Oh my
He's
God.
pushing along with Depp. A little bit of information for Depp on the other side of tiles too. Because of this toxic screen though, it's just so much value.
Player standing.
The setup from ZETA is just too darn good.
And it's so similar to what we saw in the pistol round. A similar kind of push. This time though, you know, just playing it even better is ZETA. I mean, they're just so dialed in.
I mean, it's reads on top of that too. You know,
Oh, no.
previously we've seen that toxic screen for a bit more mid control. Okay, going in for the sports is going to make their way out of this one. You've got a chance in the fact that some of the ZETA players have light shields. If they can secure some weapons, this could be a different story. But look at how safe ZETA are playing. How safe Yuran was playing in that previous moment.
Yeah, I think they're anticipating that there's going to be some kind of close-range weaponry due to the economy that GE would be facing. So you have to be aware that there could be things like Buckies, like Stingers in the mix. And you have to be really cautious to make sure that these tough angles are going to be easily cleared. But a great shot from Russ.
Great opener. Shuts down any hope of an A entry now. But also a bit of information for ZETA. They know that there are more players towards A site. They might just be able to rush down Polvi, take down B. They've managed to force him off with that paranoia. Dark covers all around. Spike gets planted.
Ooh, almost.
Okay.
the paint shells got there just in time to prevent it, but not the end of the world.
Okay,
Is
buy-side for Benkai behind too.
yeah, planted for B main. He's got to deal with this, but you can't. That guy's good for it.
All right. Good chance for Global Esports to extend their rounds in this moment, but ZETA Division actually holding themselves down too with the Bulldogs, with Sugar Zero. All they need to do is to stay alive long enough, buy enough time. You've got a bit of a curveball being thrown. Depp, oh my God, with the spray down, he gets the quad to end the map. ZETA Division